78% of the nation's cabbage is grown in 5 states, from California to Texas to New York. But the higher elevations and cool nights here in Carroll County lend themselves to cold weather crops like cabbage. Local farmers say 25 years ago, about 5% of the nation's cabbage crop came from here. That has declined in recent years, but growers like J.C. Banks still raise the crop. He harvests and packages his cabbage crop in 50-pound containers with the help of licensed foreign farm workers from mid-April until November. His cabbage crop is shipped to buyers as far south as Florida.
Today we're harvesting some cabbage. It's late season. We're about to wrap up. As y'all can see behind us, you know, the cabbage here on the Snake Creek Farm is still an important part. There's a whole lot that goes on before you ever see the cabbage in the store. From the greenhouses, through the process of planting, through the process of growing, through the process here that you see the harvesting going on. Food safety's become a major player in our market. We're GSFI certified, which means we're third-party audited, which there's a lot of standards that we have to maintain to have the customer base that we have.
Some Carroll County cabbage growers sell both to wholesalers and the general public. Dale Akers sells a lot of sweet corn and cabbage at his farm stand. He gives buyers a choice: pay $1 per head or 49 cents per pound. Most customers go with the $1 per head price. With an average weight of 6.5 pounds a head, that's a pretty good deal.
I think the soil and the climate is perfect for cabbage production. And along with that, some of the varieties are better than others, you know, and I try to grow a variety that has a good, sweet, mild flavor and will be clean on the inside, because that's what the customer wants. And yes, the size is big and they get great value for the money, but that draws people in, and I think it increases the consumption and increases awareness of what a good crop we have.
Cabbage is currently the 4th largest produce crop in Carroll County. Over the last 10 to 15 years, pumpkins have become king and taken over the #1 position. Banks' crew will come in with wagons full of cabbage in the morning, pack them up, and then head out to fill them up again in the afternoon with pumpkins. His crew is paid by the hour, and they're ready and eager to work.
All of our products are hand harvested. Machinery in our terrain in the mountains does not work like it does in other flatter terrains. It's hand harvested one head at a time by knife, placed on the trailers as you see, and then boxed into containers. One thing that we do benefit from that: we don't have the mechanical damage, and we do have 2 points of contact where people's actually grading the product. They see it 2 times before it goes in the container, you know, and I feel like it does make a better pack at the end.
Akers is not shy about telling folks how sweet his cabbage is, or even cutting one open to give you a first-hand demonstration of the color and taste.
The demand in the grocery store and the demand off the wholesale people and the shippers are a cabbage head that's 3 pounds or less. The one thing a lot of people don't realize is you don't have a good, solid head till it gets a little bit bigger. And I understand when you sell it by the pound, you're trying to hold the cost down. But if you want one good to eat, you need to let it get mature. It's not any different than eating a piece of fruit. If you pick one before it's ripe and eat it, it's not going to be that good.
Wholesale prices for cabbage have declined in recent years as consumers prefer other vegetables. In 1960, cabbage was grown on 3,400 acres in Virginia, bringing more than $1 million in sales. In 2016, cabbage acreage has declined to 490 acres statewide. But grocery stores are buying as much fresh produce as they can, including cabbage. And that's helped keep the crop profitable for some Carroll County growers. In Carroll County, Virginia, this is Dave Miller.